Hello my dear friends, my name is Sanne and welcome back to another Sims 4 Speedbuild. And today we're decorating an apartment and it's gonna be ugly. But ugly in a good way. Like, it's supposed to be ugly. I don't know how to explain this, but I just had this idea in my mind. I wanted to build a big apartment for a couple of roommates, like a couple of students living together. And I wanted the building to look very run down and old, and I wanted it to look as if loads of different students had lived there already, and each time one of them graduated, a new one came in, and there's been like a few years of different students already. And I wanted it to look really like run down and old, with old appliances and a bit of an old looking kitchen. But then I also wanted all of the other decoration to look like they were items that random people brought in. Like, one of the students 2 years ago found a new couch, so they brought in a couch. And they kind of like collected all of their furniture that way. So nothing seems to match and everything looks a bit old, and like some of them just found it in a dumpster or whatever. That's kind of the vibe I was going for. So, and I like, it is supposed to look a bit ugly and run down, and I like that it does look that way. I like that. So this apartment is for 4 people in total. We have 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. 2 of the bedrooms are just for one single sim. Well, one of them has a double bed, so you can technically have 2 sims living in there, but I created it for one single sim. And then the last bedroom, which is the bigger bedroom, is for a couple. And I really wanted to give these sims their own like little personality and hobbies and interests and everything. So I wanted the big bedroom with the couple to feel like that was like almost the mom and dad of the group. They're the bit older couple, they're a bit further in their studies. They have been living there for a lot longer than the other 2 sims have, and they're kind of just a cool couple just living together. Maybe they already finished their studies, but they decided to keep living there for a little while. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I was going for with that bedroom. And then we have a sim that is into sports and a sim that is into art and drawing and whatever like that. So the common areas all looked like they are items that everyone had just brought in, like just really plucked together secondhand items. That was the vibe I was going for with the common area, and I feel like that really worked out. And then the single sim bedrooms, or like the bedrooms of the sims themselves, are a bit more clean and a bit more decorated because they brought in their own decorations for themselves. And like maybe one of them has a rich parent or anything, so they were able to get a lot more decorations and a lot more new furniture in their room than the other sims, that kind of thing is what I was going for. So the furniture in their rooms is very, very different from the furniture in the common area, just because I wanted it to look like they really had their own personality and they brought in their own stuff. And the things in the common area were just things that were collected over the years, and they were already there when those new sims got in here. So that's the vibe I was going for. I think the common area, yeah, we're done with the common area. I really decided to clutter that up. I think you can see that very well in the screenshots. I kind of decided to leave that out of the speed build because then the video would be like 10 minutes longer, because cluttering always takes a lot of time with me. I'm not really, I haven't really built up a speed with that. So, but I decided to clutter it up with like dirty dishes and some homework on the table and those kinds of things. So I wanted it to really look like a lived-in student house, and I feel like I managed to do that. And then for this first bedroom that we're working on, this is the sim that is into sports, so I just added a lot of I like to add like blue and black. I thought that was a good color scheme. Also, that window was glitching the entire time. It constantly didn't, like, it went into the wall and then you saw the wall through it. I don't know, it kept glitching, and then I kept trying to fix it, and then it was glitching again, so I kind of restarted the game multiple times. And that's also why I sometimes have the grid on and sometimes off. I prefer for speed builds to have the grid off, but I kind of keep forgetting to turn it off when I'm going in and out of the game so often. So sorry about that. I didn't mean to do that, but you know, whatever. We'll get through it together. But yeah, that sim that just had a lot of sports memorabilia, just things hanging on the wall, just little sports equipment in the corner, that kind of thing. And then we moved on to the second room, which is lovely and green and minty, and I absolutely freaking love these colors together. And I felt like this was the sim that maybe had some richer parents or anything, like they were able to get like a nice new IKEA bed, loads of art supplies, and they were able to do like an art study maybe even though like other people wouldn't really have the money for that because there isn't really a lot of money in art. But their parents just, I don't know, this is just me rambling, their parents just wanted them to do the study that they liked, so they're doing an art study, and maybe the parents paid for the decoration of their room or something. I don't know. That was my idea. That was the vibe I was going for. So I feel like this room looks a lot cleaner and more put together, even though there's like art all over the place. Like I wanted to have loads of different artworks everywhere to make it look like it was all art that they drew themselves. I thought that was fun. So yeah, that's kind of the vibe I was going for with this bedroom. It took me a tiny little while to decorate everything, but I think it turned out really cute. I think this might be my favorite bedroom, but also mint is my favorite color, so that makes me a little bit biased towards this room in the first place. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really have any specific sims in mind or anything, but I just knew this sim had a love for art, and maybe they were doing an art study in uni, and yeah, and I'm really gonna go back and forth between rooms soon. I'm sorry about that. It's just my building is not very consistent yet, because I tend to work on one room and then I find some things that are interesting for a different room as well, and then I go back and forth and place them in other rooms. So sometimes the building looks very chaotic, so I'm sorry about that. And but yeah, the final bedroom is the one for the couple, so this one is a bit bigger, and like I said, I wanted it to feel like this is a bit of maybe a more established couple, two sims that have been living together for a little while. Maybe some of them have already finished their studies and they just decided to keep living here for a little bit, that kind of vibe. One of the sims is really into music, and they have loads of like musical instruments and loads of fun decorations on the wall. I gave them a keyboard and a guitar. I think I gave them 2 guitars even. A tiny little desk. Maybe they're more obsessed with music than with doing their college work, so I don't know. And then the other sim is really into gaming. Maybe they're a streamer. I don't know, could be fun. I gave that sim a nice desk with multiple screens, you know. I wanted it to look very gamery and cool, and yeah, that was just a fun little thing. And I added some fun game posters. I thought that looked cute. But yeah, after that room I moved on to the bathroom. I wanted the bathroom to also look very like old, and like the appliances have been there for years. And I put some laundry in there, some dirty laundry on the floor and whatever. And in the end, I think the bathroom even turned out really cute as well. And I think in general, if you look at the build, it looks really ugly. And that's exactly what I was hoping to do. I wanted it to look ugly. But it looks ugly in a good way, in my opinion. It just looks like it was supposed to be that way. And it makes sense for this build. Also, I don't have the university pack, so that's why I'm doing this kind of roommate thing just in semi, you know. This is in 19 Culpeper House. I really don't know how much this build cost, but I think with everything and all the clutter that I put in, it might be a pretty expensive. I think in the end it did turn out really cute, and I may just go in and create the Sims that I vision would live here. That would be fun, wouldn't it? I'm not a big cast person, but sometimes when I'm working on a build, I just imagine who is living in there, and I just have to create the sim that is living in there. So I might do that for this build as well, because I think that's just a very fun thing to do. But yeah, I think we're running towards the end of the video right now, so I'm just quickly gonna wrap this up for you. I hope you enjoy the screenshots. If you want to find this build, you can find it on the gallery. My EA ID is bottleofgaming. I'll also link it down below, everything you need to know about this build, and all my socials if you want to follow me anywhere else. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me. If you want to see even more from me, my blog, my socials and everything is linked down below, so you can check that out as well. And it's gonna be it for me today. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Toodles!